On a seemingly ordinary morning, the global tech world was shaken. A massive cyber attack hit millions of users worldwide, crippling major financial institutions, government systems, and private businesses. The attack, once traced back, led to a chilling discovery: an underground network of cybercriminals operating from the shadows of the dark web, stealing personal data, extorting businesses, and causing chaos across the globe. The authorities had only one question: who was behind this? The victims were countless: corporations, small businesses, everyday people, all targeted by a highly organized criminal ring. The suspects were even more chilling: a group of hackers led by the mysterious figure known only as the Architect. This mastermind, operating from an anonymous location, was rumored to be a tech prodigy who turned to crime after growing frustrated with the world's wealth inequality. Alongside him were his team: Cypher, a former encryption expert, and Glitch, a young coder with a history of hacking for thrills. The attack started as a simple phishing scam but quickly escalated into full-scale digital warfare. From March to May, cybercriminals began infiltrating financial institutions, stealing credit card information, and encrypting vast amounts of personal data. By June, they had managed to hold entire government databases hostage, demanding millions in Bitcoin. The global panic was palpable. However, suspicious activity surfaced. Experts noticed that the ransom demands were eerily calculated, suggesting that the criminals knew the value of the data they were targeting. Even more concerning, Cypher was caught boasting online about the hacks on obscure message boards, hinting at their next move. This inconsistency raised suspicions among investigators. Were they truly amateurs or something far more dangerous? As the investigation intensified, authorities turned to the dark web, combing through encrypted messages and illegal forums. Digital forensics experts uncovered a trail of emails and chat logs that led them to the Architect, a figure with a chillingly precise knowledge of cybersecurity. The breakthrough came when they intercepted a suspicious transaction: a large sum of Bitcoin transferred from one of the victims' accounts to an unknown wallet. A deep dive into this wallet revealed connections to various offshore accounts linked to multiple cybercriminal syndicates. Witness testimony also began to unravel the puzzle. A former associate of Cypher came forward, revealing that the team's hacking efforts had been motivated by more than just money. They were after a larger, more sinister goal: destabilizing global financial systems. The trial was nothing short of dramatic. The Architect, Cypher, and Glitch were all brought before the court, each one denying their involvement. The prosecution presented a wealth of evidence, including intercepted communications, digital footprints, and forensic analysis of the attacks. The defense, however, argued that the evidence was circumstantial and that the true identity of the Architect had never been confirmed. Key courtroom moments included the testimony of Cypher, who broke down under cross-examination, revealing the full scope of their operation and implicating the Architect as the true mastermind. The defense tried to discredit the witness, but the evidence was overwhelming. The court was left to decide whether the defendants were acting alone or as part of a larger conspiracy. In the end, the Architect was convicted of cyberterrorism, data theft, and extortion with a life sentence imposed. Cypher and Glitch were given lesser sentences in exchange for their cooperation, but the damage had been done. The cybercriminal ring had left a lasting scar on the digital world, one that would take years to heal. Yet questions remained. Was this just the tip of the iceberg? Were there others hiding in the shadows waiting to strike again? As the world slowly recovered from the chaos, the true impact of the cyber attack began to set in. Millions of people's lives had been disrupted. Businesses had been forced to rebuild from the ground up, and trust in the security of online platforms was shattered. The case of the Architect raised an unsettling question: how vulnerable are we in this increasingly digital world? And are we truly aware of the dangers lurking just beneath the surface of the internet? What do you think? Were these cybercriminals acting alone, or is there a larger, more dangerous network out there? Could we be living in a digital world more fragile than we realize? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more chilling tales of cybercrime and justice.